Late Show, already in progress. Folks, it was a rough weekend in America. On Friday, the Memphis Police Department released disturbing video of 5 Memphis police officers brutally beating 29-year-old Tyre Nichols after a traffic stop. Nichols died 3 days later from his injuries. And all over the country, people are rightfully horrified. It's led to dozens of protests from Memphis to New York City to Portland, Oregon. And one of the things upsetting about this story is how familiar it feels. We keep seeing this kind of police violence. Why does nothing get done? And that question brings us to tonight's word. See no evil. Folks, Ohio Representative Jim Jordan went on TV this weekend, and Jordan explained why he doesn't think anything would help.
I don't know that there's any law that can stop that evil that we saw. I don't know that there's anything you can do to stop the kind of evil we saw in that video.
Well, just ask the folks at Ohio State. If you want nothing done about evil, Jim Jordan's your man. But of course, everyone wants someone to do something about evil. There's a reason Batman doesn't look over Gotham and say, "Whew, real mess down there. I don't like the look of that clown. Anywho, what are you gonna do? I guess I'll go to the Batcave and play Mario Kart with Robin." The thing is, in that interview there on the TV, Jordan is dangerously close to understanding something. On that police video, we're looking at evil, and you have to stop it at its root. What is the root of evil? In this case, it's systemic racism. Systemic because, unlike so many of the examples we've seen before, the 5 officers charged in this case are black and part of a special squad called Street Crimes Operation to Restore Peace in Our Neighborhoods, or Scorpion. Yes, the famously benevolent creature, the Scorpion. Now, not a lot of positive vibes around that word. At best, Scorpion sounds like the bootleg version of Cobra from the dollar store G.I. Joe. Soldier Dave. The Scorpion unit has now been disbanded and the officers involved have been fired, but is it enough to get rid of a few bad apples? It seems like there might be a problem with the tree. And I think that's what Jim Jordan came so close to saying. That it's not just these 5 officers. There's always going to be evil of some kind, and what you're going to do. But Jordan can't go down that road to identify what kind of evil this is, because then he'd be in danger of being, what's the word? Woke. And if you're a Republican politician, you're afraid of being woke. You're afraid that once you're woke, you have to give up on having sex on your gas stove while fantasizing about the sexy green M&M. You see, here's the thing. He knows it's a slippery slope. But Jim Jordan's, he's not just the representative of Ohio's 4th, he's a representative of something bigger. He represents a point of view that's held by a lot of people that don't want to know that systemic racism exists. And that's why there's so many attempts to outlaw black history in schools, because the moment you acknowledge that something is evil, you've got 2 choices. Either you can work to stop it or try to avoid knowing it. Like when my doctor told me to get more cardio, I didn't want to, so I stuck my fingers in my ears and ran screaming from the room. But if you start peeling back the layers of why modern policing is the way it is, you start to see who it most often polices and who it most often benefits, which is uncomfortable. And no one wants to be uncomfortable. I know that I don't. And life is pretty good for me. Somebody picks out my clothes. I get to talk to celebrities every night. And this office upstairs has enough free seltzer to drown a moose. But if you keep witnessing evil and do nothing about it, at what point do you stop being a witness and start being evil? Because no one's comfort is more important than the life of a young man like Tyre Nichols. He was a photographer, a skateboarder, a father, a son. He didn't get to look away. why should we? So whether it's finally passing the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, or hopefully something better, we as a nation and our elected representatives have to try to do something. Otherwise, we're just burying our heads in the sand. And that's the word. We'll be right back.